So like you're feeling guilty
Yes.
about my mental health. Oh, bottle of wine. One thing I swear to fuck you don't do, I see you, do not put on sad songs. Do not do it. Just don't do it. Because it will get you nowhere. Okay? Breathe me. No. No! Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you are new. I'm so scared. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've changed outfits like 4 times because I'm really nervous about coming back and doing mental health videos. And I know today's going to be a really chilled one, like it's just going to be a Q&A because I asked on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, go and follow me on Instagram if you want to be involved. If for any questions, wait, let me just make this room. I was like, why is this room so dark? And it's because I've got my fucking curtain down. So yeah, I am really nervous. My heart is beating really fast. What's my heart rate? 112. I mean, my heart rate's fast anyway, but I haven't been moving. I've been sat here for ages. I haven't even looked at the questions. I'm just a bit of a nervous mess. What is wrong with me? Slap out of it, bitch. Okay, I'm looking at the questions. I don't know how many I've got. Have I got quite a few? Yeah, that's all right. Okay. So I've just read through the questions and they're fine. I feel a bit better now. If you haven't watched my update video, then you don't have to, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna be doing some different types of videos and I hope that they are okay. We're gonna trial it, we'll see what works. Because what I said in my last video is that sadly, the videos that get views are the videos that I dislike doing, and I think if I don't like doing them, then there's no point in it really being there because I'm just doing it for the sake of views, and that's like not what I ever aimed for with this channel. Like I just wanted to help people as opposed to get views. Does that make sense? By the way, do we like blue mascara? I think it's a vibe. I don't know. I think I can, I don't know if it just makes my eyes like not blue. We stop it. So one of the questions that I got asked the most is, how do you pick yourself up after a bad day? Oh my god, I literally can't get into this video. I'm so nervous that you guys are gonna not like it. If you don't like it, can you tell me? Because I want to do videos that people like. Sorry, I'm just taking my bracelet off. Oh, fucking hell. I want to do videos that people like, and if you don't like these types of videos, then we can change it. It's, you know, anyway. Many of the questions were about picking yourself up after a bad day. Now, I think this is really difficult, especially during lockdown. Like, I'm not gonna try and make out that I'm the queen of doing anything well during lockdown because I'm finding it so difficult. Because one of the things that I do is see friends or like leave the house and distract, and I think obviously during lockdown you can't do that, so it is a bit difficult. And I definitely think that bad days are so much more common now because people are having such monotonous days that they're just not like, oh, they're just horrible, aren't they? Like literally it's just horrible. I hate it. I hate lockdown. Like fucking hell. It's driving me mad. But I'm gonna do this on a day that actually is in lockdown because that's what may work for people. So for example, I've had quite a few bad days recently. I would say about four days a week I have this thing called brain fog, which I describe as brain fog and it just means that I'm not having a good day. So my mum and dad will ask me how I am and I say I'm having brain fog and they'll be like, okay, we get it. This week when I've had brain fog, one thing I've made sure that I do every day is get up, shower and take my medication. Make sure that you're taking your medication when you're supposed to take it and how you're supposed to take it. Like, do not be flippant with your medication because it will end you in such a bad place, like it really will. So I make sure that my medication and all of that is in check. So I try and look after my physical self in order to make my mental self a bit better. So I do that through ways of self-care kind of, but it's more like maintenance, making sure that I've brushed my teeth and I've eaten breakfast and I've spoke to my parents and said like, oh, I'm having a brain fog day, which basically means bitch, don't talk to me because I'm a mess. But no, it just means that like I'm a bit more irritable, a bit more sensitive, a bit more vulnerable that day. And like, for example, the other day, I was having a brain fog day, and I don't like to use this as an excuse because it's not an excuse, and I was so irritable and I started shouting at my mum because she wanted to go in the bathroom, I wanted to go in the shower, she's going to work, I'm not going anywhere. So I don't know why I was so, I'm so annoyed with myself because I was like, why did I start shouting like about the fact that she's got to go to work and she wants to do her makeup and I have fuck all to go to and I want a shower. Do you know what I mean? So like I tell the people around me that I'm a bit more vulnerable and sensitive, and I think that really helps because they pick their fights then. Like my mum didn't rise to me that day and she could have, like, with all good means, like been like, Marie, fuck off, you absolute bitch. But she just like ignored me and carried on with what, like, went to the bathroom and did her makeup. I had to then like apologise and she got really upset because like arguments for me are my biggest trigger. So she was worried that the whole day when she was at work that I was gonna like self-harm or something, which I didn't do. Anyway, that's just a whole different story. One thing I swear to fuck you don't do, I see you, do not put on sad songs. Do not do it. Just don't do it. Because it will get you nowhere. Okay? Breathe me. No. No! Don't put on sad songs. Put on vibing songs, you know, like good songs, or like, I put on bad bitch songs because I'm like, I am in it. For me, it makes me feel like a bit more, what's the word? You can distract yourself in so many ways. You can watch your favourite show, you can do some art, look into doing like, I don't know, what else can you do? You can do your makeup. I know it's like stupid things like read a book, do your makeup, all of those types of things that you don't actually want to do, but it does help you and it does work. So distraction and so we've got telling the people around you no fucking sad songs, and also self-maintenance, looking after your physical self for your mental well-being to be good. And then the fifth thing, let me think, what else do? I get out of the house because sometimes I'm like, my mood is locked in these four walls and I need to leave and get some head space in, and I put my AirPods in, or I go sometimes just with no music and I just walk for a bit, like 10-15 minutes, because you need to like rationalize yourself and start grounding yourself, which is a really hard skill to do and I still can't do it. But I'm trying to learn to like ground myself because I know that I'm not always going to be so lucky and have people around me who can ground me.
people around me who can grab me.
Yeah, that's one thing that I do, is like I get out of the location. What is it? What's that saying? Like, you can't heal where you've been broken or something? I mean, that's pretty deep. But I think, like, if you're trying to be better, then just, and I know you're not supposed to leave the house, but you can go on a walk and, like, it'll be fine. Do you know what I mean? Like, wear a mask, or just stay safe, obviously, as you can. Do you think mental illness is glamorized too much in the media? Sending lots of love. Oh, thank you. Lots of love to you too. I really want, I want to do a series, which I don't know if it will, I don't know how, like, what I would call it. I don't know how I would do it, but I want to do a series where I watch, like, scenes or listen to songs, or, do you know, like, react to how mental health is portrayed in the media. The only thing though is I don't want to come across, because obviously I'm not a therapist, I have nothing to be said, but I am a person who can have an opinion. So if you guys would like that, let me know, because that is really something I've been thinking of. Like, do I think mental health is glamorized in the media? Yes, but I also think that, like, I'm thinking like films like To the Bone. Obviously, if you're gonna have a show about anorexia, like, the people in the show will portray that, but it is very, what I think it is very stereotypical, and I think that's the problem, is that, like, for example, To the Bone, I expected to see someone who was maybe underweight, just because I was like, that's what they're gonna do, that's what they did. But they also, I feel like they did have people of all sizes in the, like, clinic that she went to, which I thought was good. But it also is a bit like, what's the word? It's a bit like temperamental. Like, what I dislike is, like, mental health is always the, like, driving force of the topic, if that made no sense. So, like, if someone's struggling with their mental health, like, that will be the topic of the show, like, that will what is zoomed in on, and it shows it very wildly, or I just think stereotypically. And do I think it's glamorized? I think it, I don't actually know if I think it's fully glamorized. I think people can romanticize it themselves, and it really depends on how you receive it. But I mean, I'm gonna say one thing. I do think that I think that any talk of mental health and breaking the stigma is good. Okay, not any, because, like, I haven't watched what's that, Split, but I know that I can't remember if that was good or bad. Anyway, but things like that, where it's like when he becomes, like, a murderer because he's got mental health issues, like that, that's what I dislike. But I think talk of mental health is really good. Like, I remember I must have been really young, because I remember, so I'm gonna put just a trigger warning, I'm gonna talk about bulimia, and I was watching Waterloo Road with my mum, and I don't know if anyone else remembers this, and I remember I was watching it, and there was a boy who had bulimia, which I look back now and I'm like, that was so before its time, like, that's so good. And he was eating this buffet in the school, and then he went and purged. Now, I remember saying to my mum, why is he, like, I was this young, I was like, why is he eating if he's not gonna keep it down? Do you know what I mean? And I think that as a young person made me think, and I remember my mum explaining to me that you can't help it, it's like urges, and I never really understood that, and I never even tackled that subject. But for me, that is something that stood out, and I just really vividly remember, because I thought, fuck, like, that's really sad, and it made me feel some kind of way. No, but yeah, I think it is glamorized, it is partially glamorized in the media, but we've just got to be careful about how you portray it. But would you like that, me reacting to things, but what would I call it? Like mentally ill person reacts. Like, I don't want to call it that, but I don't know what to call it, because you know, like, people call, like, I don't know, Hank reacts to this and it relates to who they are, but I don't want to put like, oh, do you know what I mean? If you've got any ideas, let me know. How does your boyfriend feel about your scars? Shall I ask him? Are you alone?
No, I'm in jail. Why?
Can you just answer one question?
Do you want me to sit in the car?
Yeah. It'll take 2 seconds.
Go on, what's up?
No, it's from a video.
Yeah, go on, Jay's gone.
What do you think about my scars?
I don't notice them.
You don't notice them? You don't care?
I think, like, you know when you, remember years ago when you were, like, said to me, did you not notice anything different on me today? And I was like,
yeah.
No. And you're like, do you not notice my scars? And I was like, I've never really seen them.
Yeah, I remember I wore short sleeves and you didn't say anything, and I was like, is this good or bad? And then you were like, oh, I didn't even notice.
Like yeah, stuff like that, I couldn't care less, like,
yeah.
Part of...
You want to name them, so like, Ella's named a few of my scars.
I'll think of some names.
That's really weird.
But no, yeah, I really like your makeup there.
Thank you, I've got blue.
Nice. Alright, yeah, okay. Alright.
Okay,
Love you.
Love you. Bye. Yeah, he don't give a shit. Okay, the next one is how to help loved ones understand it's not their fault. I feel so bad for them. Okay, this is going to be the last question, because I totally understand this. Like, as a person in my family felt a lot of guilt when I was ill because they thought it was because of them. And honestly, it just takes reassurance and time. If you can reassure them every time that, like, it's not them, it's literally you, it's your brain, and you can't help it, but it's not them causing you issues. Like, obviously if they are causing you issues, get them gone. I think you should sit them down or write them a letter and go, you need to reassure them that that is not their fault, because I can't imagine, I know I've felt so much guilt before, and guilt is such a hard emotion to deal with. Like, I am struggling with guilt so much recently, and honestly it's a lot of things. Like, I feel so guilty for the person that I used to be, and how I treated people and how I reacted to situations, and it makes me feel like sick. Like, I actually hate who I used to be and what I used to stand for, and I think I can't imagine how difficult it would be to be someone else and then feel guilt about their mental illness.
Marie?
Yeah? Dad? Can you come here 2 seconds? You know when if we're dealing with talking about guilt to someone else, so like you're feeling guilty
Yes.
about my mental health,
yeah.
What's the best way to, is it like just reassurance?
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah.
Just reassurance?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to hear?
Are you crying?
No, but I'm just trying to think, because I was like...
Say that again. Guilt is... You always feel guilty as a parent because you always think that you're to blame. It's your fault, but it's not. It's not. It's nothing. It's just... It's like everything else. I mean, there's two ways to deal with a situation. Either you just say, okay, that's fine, get on with it.
Yeah.
Sort it out. Do the best you can with the situation. And
I think when I have the odd, well not the odd, but like an upset, and I go, it's not fair.
Yeah.
It's okay to feel that for that that period of time, but then you have to get on with it. Yeah.
You have to get on.
But like, you can be like, this isn't fair.
Yeah.
And then you're allowed to feel that way.
Yeah.
But then you've got to pick yourself up and be like,
yeah.
Just deal with it.
Just deal with it.
Yeah.
Deal with it. I mean, nobody succeeds the first time. You dust yourself up and you get on again and you make it. You get on with it.
Mm-hmm.
The scheme of things, I mean, we're okay. I mean, we're hot, we're not outside, we're eating and everything. I mean, there's
being grateful for the
for what we have.
Yeah.
We can't speak. I mean, we've been vaccinated and everything.
Yeah.
You got a problem, you got health, so you know, a lot of good things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got shit, but everybody's got shit. But compared to other people, I mean, we're fucking lucky.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
Yeah, I agree. Top tips from Luke. Because, oh, excuse me. Abby, come here. Oh, you're so heavy, I can't carry you on my shoulder. He's got a new coat and collar. It's got a little burn on it. Oh, do you want to say hi? Abby. Abby. Oh. What is he doing? What are you doing? Are you being funny? Are you being funny? There we go. Say hello. Oh, you're so heavy on my shoulder. Say hello. Oh, my little baby. He's just a little baby. It's just my baby dog, yeah. He says, I love you guys and you can get through it. So I'm going to finish it off there. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please give it a comment or a like. Let me know how things are going with your life. I want to know if you're struggling, what you're struggling with, if we can kind of like, other people in the comments can help you, if you're willing to write what's the problem. Obviously you don't have to, given, but really appreciate any comments because I feel like I really upset you guys. And honestly, like, I don't want, it's not that I want reassurance from you guys, but just something to say like, look, I understand that you were shit, but I'm happy that we can move on from it. Does that make sense? That's how I feel anyway, but that's just me. That's just me being me. I'm the GC, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I love you guys and I shall see you very soon in my next video. I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe and I'll see you soon.